Hey guys, welcome back. This is Jason with JWClassicVW, and we got some work to get done today. What are we doing today? Let's look at the board. We are cleaning up the block, we are welding up the oil pickup, and I'm going to try to get the exhaust manifold and the exhaust system itself cleaned up. We've gotten quite a bit done so far. We're getting the block separated and broken down. Let's go ahead and take a look at that and bring you guys up to speed on what's been done exactly. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is just take you guys around the block real quick and show you some of the things I did. Over here on the full flow system, on the actual engine, on the full flow system, I went ahead and clearanced the some of the areas here for the front piece of tin that goes onto the engine. There's a front piece of tin that comes on the front, the very first piece that you put on. I went ahead and had to do some clearancing on the oil pump housing itself and this portion of the oil that comes back into the block to go ahead and make sure that that fits flush. I had some issues with fitment on that whenever I first put the engine together. I'm also going to be taking out the camshaft and the crankshaft and cleaning up everything around here. I did find some debris, as would be expected after some of the stuff that I had done with the replaning of the outside of the surface for where the cylinders mate to the outside of the surface. So I'm going to be going through here and cleaning this up really good. You'll notice also that for those that are paying really good attention, that I don't have seals in my center main for my crankshaft, and that is because we come over to this portion of the block where we'll be having some work to get done. I have shuffle pins, and you don't use the seals there for that. We have the oil pump that we're going to have to go ahead and clean up, the larger oil pump. One of the things that you want to inspect whenever you're pulling apart your oil pump and doing a breakdown and a cleanup and replacing all your seals is the actual cover, the cover for your oil pump. You want to take a look and see if your cover has any kind of wear in it from the gears, which mine did not. Pull out the cover, and you can see that there's no unusual wear going on here, which is good. I had no leaks here on this oil pump cover, so that was good. But here's the clearancing that I did, and now it fits good. It fits really good. Let's keep this oil pump stuff together. I like to keep all of my stuff together whenever I'm doing a build, and it's all in this box right now. Whenever you crack the case, guys, one of the things you want to pay attention to is which lifter is where, because your lifter is in the location of where they are in the block, and the actual place that they land on your camshaft is important, because when you initial break in on a camshaft, the lifters need to stay with the actual cam that they belong to. So as I pull this apart and pull out the lifters, I'm going to be going ahead and marking them on which cylinder they belong to, 1 and 2. And I'll start 1 and then 2, and then it's always outside for me. Outside 1 and then 2. And then the cylinder that they belong to. But let's get started on the pickup. What I'm going to go ahead and do is I'll be loosening up. This is what I was talking about. I had a clamp holding my pickup into position, and I don't know if this was the right way to do it or not, but this is the way I did it. And what I'll be doing is removing this clamp, cleaning up the area here really good, and then doing the welding. But I'll be removing the pickup itself, because you can remove this pickup from your block and do whatever you need to do to it. You can also buy these oil pickups already pre-welded, and if I end up destroying this, because this is like my first time doing this, that if I end up destroying it, then I'll be buying one of those. So stay tuned, let's have some fun and do some welding. See you guys in a second. Alright, so the first thing to do is I'm going to be pulling out the lifters like I told you, and then marking them in relation as to where they were, so that I don't forget. taking some brake cleaner, and I'm just cleaning off the faces right now, the faces of the lifters, so that whatever I write on there actually stays. Because they're covered in oil right now. Duh. All right. So first thing that I'm going to write on here is the actual cylinder location that each one is at. This is number 1, number 2. So number 1, number 2. And then for me, it's going to be inside, outside. So I'll put outside, outside. So this is going to be 1O, 1I, 2I, 2O. This is always going to be the outside. However you do it, it's up to you. Just realize that if you start spraying brake cleaner on here after you've removed them, then you might lose which one's which. So that's what I'm doing right now to keep track of them. And then I put all of my stuff into a box. Another thing that I'm going to be doing on the lifters is adding an oil pass through on the actual lifter. This is something that Gene Berg used to recommend doing. It's just a little slit, a little slot inside of the here on your lifter to allow oil to easily pass between these two areas. So I'll be doing that on these lifters as well before I reinstall them. Make sure that you use clips, or if you use like a hanger or something like that, use these clips to go ahead and hold your lifters in place when you separate the case, so you don't so they don't just fall and then you're like, oh, which one went where? So that's no good. And I'm glad that I'm doing this cleanup, because just simple things like looking right inside of the lifter here, if you guys can see. I don't know if you can see or not, probably not. But it's got garbage in there, and that's something that we need to take care of. All that little stuff matters. So a good cleanup is definitely a good thing. All my bearings, they look pretty good. You know, that's I don't see any crazy irregular wear on them, so that's good. Surface wise, it all looks good. I got to clean up the block all the way around here. I've got I ordered some of that Yama Bond, and I also ordered some more of my QRLT to seal the block. And I'm not sure which one I'm going to use yet, because I never used the Yama Bond before, but I've heard it's pretty good stuff. So let's get the pickup out of here, and then we'll move forward with cleaning up the block and welding the pickup. Alright guys, this is my Lincoln Flux Core welder. We're going to go ahead and try to shoot a couple welds on this. We'll see how it turns out. Hopefully it goes well. See how it is, man. I've got my mask, I've got my gloves, So like I told you before, I haven't done very much welding, so this should be interesting. Enjoy the show, guys. Might be a little hot. Kind of blow this stuff out. Turn it down a little bit. If you're not sure, then jack it up, man. Don't be afraid to jack it up. All right, here we go. Hey, I got a weld going on. I've got a weld going on. It ain't pretty, but it's doing something. Yeah, buddy. Yeah. Like anything, guys, I'm trying to do a C, a little bit of a C as I'm going. So that's my goal, and we'll see. That actually looks pretty good. So, this is looking like so far. Looks crazy. Welding, trying to keep yourself out of weld is not easy. I will say that is true. Well, guys, that was fun. Welding on a scale of 1 to 10 when it comes to learning curve is definitely up there. 7, 8, 9, maybe 10. It's not pretty. The weld isn't pretty. I cleaned it up some, but it's strong and it will hold and it'll do what I need it to do. You can, like I said previously or earlier in the video, you can always pick these things up, guys. You know, you can go get one of these pickups online. I'll link it in the description below. The whole oil system and why you want to weld the pickup is you really don't want the thing to fall off, right? And honestly, if you cut it to length the way that it should be, it probably won't fall off. It probably would just fall loose a little bit and maybe cause some issues with your oil not picking up all that it can. So welding the pickup is always a good idea, especially in a high volume oil system, something where you're pushing a lot of oil through either an oil cooler or a external oil system with an oil filter. Had all kinds of problems today with my audio. My audio is jacking up, giving me all kinds of grief. In the description below, I have a link to a YouTuber that I'd like you guys to check out. It's Haptic Garage. He's kind of been off for a little while, but he's back on. He's got great content, great videos, man. It's just he's building a bug too. It's body off restoration, and it's he does a really good job. He's got a great garage with a bunch of different machinery and tools, so I know you guys will like that. So check it out. Send him over a subscribe and a like if you enjoy his content. He'll be in the description below. Talk to you guys later. This is Jason, and I'm out.